Engineer Mahmoud, we were able to connect again with our reporter who had some difficulties with his equipment. Joining us now is our reporter Abdulrahman Al-Muhana. I'm not sure, where are you, at the ministerial meeting headquarters or are you at the media center, Abdulrahman?
Good evening to you, Mazen. I'm currently at the media center from St. Regis Hotel.
Maybe just give us an update of the topics that have been discussed in the ministerial meeting.
Yes, first of all, of course, good evening to you and to your exclusive guest at the studio and to the dear viewers of KTV2, coming to you live from St. Regis Hotel, from the midst of the media center. And of course, before I begin, one must pay respect to the efforts put by the Ministry of Interior, National Guard and the Ministry of Information for the execution of efforts that have been put here and other places to make the process go as smooth as possible. As you all know, I'll be giving you the latest on the 162nd ministerial meeting, where ministers of foreign affairs of the GCC member states such as Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, UAE and the Sultanate of Oman gather to discuss and prepare for the upcoming 45th Supreme Council Summit, and that will take place on Sunday, 1st of December in Kuwait. The meeting, as you know, dear viewers, it's all about setting the agenda and reviewing past progress that has been set in previous summits, such as the previous one in Doha last year. The ministers discuss topics like the political one and economics one. And also we have breaking news. We have the remarks of the latest ministerial meetings that took place earlier and have already led the groundwork. In his opening remarks, the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Kuwait, Abdullah Ali Haya, emphasized the meeting's significance in strengthening the Gulf unity and advancing the shared goals. He also highlighted Kuwait's role as a vital bridge to regional cooperation, ensuring stability and addressing current regional challenges. And also discussions at the meeting have focused on supporting the Palestinian cause in Gaza. And of course, the GCC have also reaffirmed its commitment to a unified stance on regional stability, particularly the viewers in Lebanon, Syria and Yemen, while also calling for intensified efforts to ensure peace and security, not only in the region but for the whole world. The meeting also underscored the need to advance major projects such as the Gulf Railway, as we mentioned earlier in our lives, and enhance economic integration. The session is not just about policy but about building a future and a shared vision for all Gulf nations. The outcomes of these discussions, dear viewers, will set the stage for the Leaders Summit, ensuring a unified Gulf voice on both regional and international issues. And of course, before I move on to other topics, I need to touch upon the Gulf Railway project, since it has been touched upon, especially the economic ideas that has been stemming from the concept of economic integration, a vital one that has been touched upon. The Gulf Railway project, Davey, it's a railway network connecting all 6 member states, and in terms of length, it's about 2,000 kilometers, and in terms of price, it would cost them an estimated of $250 billion. And of course, in terms of role, it would boost freight transportation, reduce logistical cost, and also enhance tourism. And we have progress. We've seen progress from Saudi Arabia and the UAE, which have already done and have completed some sections, and full connectivity is set to be soon in the coming years. And of course, there is the Etihad rail in the UAE, which is taking place internally and eventually will hopefully take place across the GCC member states. And of course, not to forget to mention that the Gulf's influence not only stay within the internal but also exceed the until broader to the broader world, because we've seen and witnessed in the past month that the historic EU-GCC summit which took place, which underscores the bloc's growing partnerships with Europe in areas like energy, trade and security. And also GCC countries have been growing ties with major powers like the United States, China and other major powers, which would be an additional privilege to the entity security of the GCC. These partnerships are pivotal for us, not only for the Gulf economic future, but also for addressing global challenges like climate change and other security challenges. These international dimensions, dear viewers, will undoubtedly influence the outcomes of this year's summit.
Thank you, Abdulrahman. But before we let you go, I'd like to ask you about I understand there is a pavilion that has a GCC pavilion that has been set up at the Sheikh Abdullah Salam Cultural Center. Do you have, this is open to the public, right? Anyone can go and visit, and what do they expect to see at the GCC pavilion?
Of course, that is a good question, Mazen, and actually it is connected to the GCC's vision, because the GCC Pavilion has been, as you said, inaugurated at Sheikh Abdullah Salam Cultural Center in Kuwait, which highlights 4 decades of achievements in regional cooperation, including development projects and developmental projects in infrastructure, education, health, and other sectors like the environment and others. And of course, it would be open until about 13th of December 2024. It would be to all of the public. The pavilion aligns with the 45th GCC Summit, showcasing the Council progress in fostering Gulf unity and collaboration. It also serves as a key initiative to engaging the public and emphasize the significant role of the summit in advancing integration and development, and not only the integration of the economic side or the socio-political, but also the cultural side, because it is known as a cultural landmark, the GCC Pavilion. So this also aligns and showcases the GCC's initiatives towards a unified GCC summit.
All right, thank you very much, Abdulrahman. So we encourage the public to go out and visit the Sheikh Abdullah Salam Cultural Center.